what are you doing? I'm traveling through time. Oh! It almost feels like I moved through the space-time continuum to next Wednesday or something. My first guest tonight is, he's got a new film out. So there's a clue for what he does for a living. If you think movie star, ding, correct. His movie's called The Hurt Locker. It's in theatres June the 26th. Take a look at this. Hey, when I want your woos, I'll ask you for them. There's only one woo around here, and it's this one. Please welcome Guy Pearce, everybody. Guy Pearce.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to the show.
I look different with that mobile phone in that clip, don't I?
You do look very different in the show. They've got you all covered up. And, if you don't mind me saying so, you look a bit different with your glasses on.
I look different. Well, everything looks different when I take them off, actually.
Really? Have you got... But I've got terrible eyesight, too. Oh, yeah. There's a bit... Oh, there you are. Yeah, that's better. I feel I can see you better now. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Still Australian?
I'm still Australian.
Yes.
I still have my English roots. But they're still there.
But you moved to Australia?
When I was quite young.
How young?
At 3.
3, yeah.
I mean, I've had enough of this cold weather. I'm off.
And where are you from then? You grew up in Melbourne?
Just south of Melbourne, in a city called Geelong. So it's the next largest city in Victoria. So it's only an hour away from Melbourne.
Geelong?
Geelong. It's an Aboriginal word, but I'm not actually sure what it means. Watering hole, probably.
No. I think it sounds a bit rude, actually.
Geelong, don't you think?
Yeah.
Geelong.
Oh, well, Geelong.
How Geelong is that?
Oh, look at the Geelong. I've been to Australia.
Have you really?
Yeah, I've been to Melbourne.
You'd be quite popular there, I imagine.
Not when I went. No.
Really? Did you cause a ruckus? That's why I thought you would have been quite popular.
Yeah. Well, you see, the thing is, drinking, of course, very popular. Are you a notorious drunk, or...?
When I am a drunk, I'm quite notorious.
Yeah.
I try these days to
because Russell Crowe was here. He's a terrible drunk.
Look, I don't want to comment. I don't want to comment on anyone else's drunken abilities.
Oh, he's fantastic. But, you know, whoa. And he threw a phone at that guy in the hotel. I'm like, yeah, good on you.
Well, I think his beer was empty, so all he had was the phone.
You're not a phone thrower.
I'm not a phone thrower, and I'm not a beer drinker. I'm the only Aussie that doesn't drink beer.
What do you drink?
I like a bit of vodka, perhaps. A bit of white wine.
Vodka and white wine together?
Together.
Oh,
yeah, it's a
nice.
mix.
Yeah. They call that
Don't muck about, I say. It's the Geelong special.
Yeah.
That's right.
They call it the Geelong. Yeah, no, very nice.
Give us a couple of Geelongs, yeah.
Do you ever go up to Melbourne, then? Into the city of Melbourne?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I live in Melbourne, close to Melbourne now. You know.
Do you ever go to Fitzroy?
Yes.
I used to go to the Fitzroy area and St Kilda.
Well, I live right near St Kilda.
Really?
These are very sort of urbane suburbs in Melbourne that are very popular.
Yeah, well, St Kilda used to be very rough.
Yeah, it's one of those suburbs now that they've kind of cleaned it all up, and all the uppies have come in from out of town, and so all the prostitutes have to be sort of, you know, sent to Geelong now. So it's really boring.
So you're implying that I was only going to St Kilda for the prostitutes? That's what you're saying?
No, you were talking about Fitzroy. I said nothing about prostitutes in Fitzroy.
Well, there were no prostitutes in Fitzroy.
They all went to St Kilda. They keep being shafted. Yeah, they keep so to speak.
When will we find a place for ourselves?
Right.
Yeah.
Geelong. They went to
Geelong welcomes prostitutes. Maybe they should put that on their T-shirts and on the town banner.
Yeah, I think that would work well for tourism.
Yeah, well, I'm
going to try and promote that
type of tourism.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you probably get your Bangkok trade in there.
I think there's quite a sort of deal going on with Bangkok, and I'm not going to go.
Right. Okay. Anyway, up in Fitzroy.
Yes.
I worked at a club.
When were you there? How long ago were you there?
15 years ago, more maybe. There was a club called The Last Laugh.
The Last Laugh. It's still there.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's a notorious and infamous and well-known comedy club for acts like yourself and other big drinkers that come to town.
Yeah, no, I was going to say that. I wonder if I should maybe call them and apologise.
I can do that for you when I go back.
Well, when you go...
I'm going back next week, so I'll make sure I
well, there's a guy called Rick that works there.
Okay.
Yeah, very nice man. Just go in and say, Rick, the guy from Scotland says he's very sorry.
Really sorry.
Yeah, very sorry.
If I said that to him, he would say, which guy from Scotland?
Yeah, he might, actually.
Been a lot of guys from Scotland.
Yeah.
I think you're safe.
Right, OK. Have you ever been to Adelaide?
Yes, I have, actually.
I like Adelaide.
Adelaide's a special place. Adelaide cops a bit of flack from the rest of Australia.
Yeah, no, it's kind of the...
Well, it's very sweet. It's a little... They say about Adelaide that they closed down all the lunatic asylums and just let everybody out and sort of wander the streets.
I liked it.
I apologise to anybody from Adelaide now who may be offended by that joke, but I reckon it's true.
Well, what I remember most about Adelaide is they had a very nice park, and then 2 blocks over from the park was the Crazy Horse Striptease Saloon. Did you ever go to the Crazy Horse Striptease Saloon in Adelaide?
Look, I can't say that I did. Did they let the horses out of the Crazy Horse Striptease Saloon when they let all the other...
In a manner of speaking, right. Some things were let out. Yeah, they were... You could call them horses if you wanted.
Sure, that's one way of pronouncing it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and then they all went to Geelong.
And that's right, they all did.
Yeah.
Did you perform in Adelaide?
In the Crazy Horse Striptease Saloon,
right.
yeah.
Right. Were you the front half or the back half?
Of the performing horse?
Of the Crazy Horse?
Yeah, no. Now, when did you come to America then? Do you live here now?
No, I don't live here, but I'm sort of backwards and forwards. I mean, I came here first probably in '94. We did some promotion for Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Oh, yeah, it's very good on that. There was a lot of wearing girls' clothes in that.
There was a lot of Crazy Horse business in that. And visiting...
I've seen it 150 times.
Have you really?
Yeah, actually, I think I probably have. I've seen it a lot. It's one of those movies
Is it my white fluffy G-string that you can't take your eyes off? Is that what keeps drawing you back?
Yeah, sure.
Right. Great. So, yeah, I came here first then in '94, and, you know, I just kind of come back a couple of times a year, and, you know, if I've got some work or promotional stuff, or I've now got a bunch of friends here, so...
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, are they all Australians?
No, I don't.
Americans?
Yes, American friends.
You mingle?
I do mingle. I'm quite a mingler.
Yeah, I'm very impressed.
Thank you very much.
Do you, when you come here, do you miss the dangerous killer wildlife of Australia? You know, the deadly spiders, the kangaroos that'll beat you up, all that kind of stuff?
Yes, you know, that's why I've had to mingle.
Yeah. No,
in Hollywood.
I remember hearing this thing,
to get my sort of swimming with the sharks kind of fix.
When I was in Australia, they had the koala bears.
Which are not actually bears,
bears,
you know.
yeah.
But I know, it sounds better if you say koala bear.
Yeah, well, what would you... Koala marsupial?
Koala.
Koala.
Just the koala.
Well, they've got the koalas. You know the koalas they have there? And their diet is eucalyptus leaves.
Yes.
And that's all they eat.
Yes.
And then...
And they're hallucinogenic.
They're hallucinogenic. So what they eat is also.
You didn't try to eat. You didn't hear this.
I tried. Yeah, I tried.
Your own. Get me a bag of them.
Yeah, I'll take a bag of them. What the koalas having. Give me one of those.
Couple of beers and a bag of them eucalyptus leaves, thanks.
Yeah.
Clunk.
No, I tried it. It doesn't work on humans, apparently.
Well, you get sick, I think, before you fall out of your tree.
But you can drink past that usually.
But they do. It's true. They fall out of trees.
They fall out of the trees. That's true. You have to be careful.
That's right.
You have to wear a crash helmet in the jungle.
Yeah.
They call it the bush in Australia, don't they?
The bush, that's right.
You have to wear a crash helmet
in the bush.
Which takes us full circle right back to the
St Kilda and Geelong.
No. So tell me about the film then. What's this film about?
We play, we're a bomb disposal unit in Iraq, so it's fairly heavy. There's Jeremy Renner, Anthony Mackie and Brian Garrity and myself, and it really focuses on the day-to-day, the mundane, as well as the horrendously difficult work that they have to do. But just for the guys, what they have to experience on a day-to-day level, really trying to keep their heads together as well as trying to survive. And you're quite famously rigorous about finding out about these things before you play them, aren't you? To a certain extent, I am. It kind of depends. It sort of depends on the script, and it really depends on what I'm playing. You know, I only like to take on as much as is useful, which is probably a fairly obvious thing to say, but there comes a point, I think, sometimes where, for me, it feels like overload. And if I'm having to try and remember too much information that's outside of what I'm concentrating on emotionally in the script, then I'll let it go. Right. Yeah, so sometimes I'll do a lot of research, other times I'll really hope that... Just put on the pants. I'll just make it up. Yeah. Right. Do you ever miss... I used to watch you on Neighbours, the Australian soap opera that was... Which thankfully no one here knows about. Yeah, no, in Britain it was huge. The theme tune, everybody used to sing the theme tune. That's when good neighbours become good friends. That's right. I know, it was a popular time, wasn't it? Yeah.
Good times.
You're reminiscing now?
Yeah, I'm reminiscing now, right?
Yeah. There was a bit of beer drinking, I think, on Neighbours.
Yeah.
I don't think we visited St Kilda, though.
What, in Neighbours?
Or Adelaide.
No,
Crazy
no.
Horse,
What about Sydney? You ever go to Sydney?
We did a lot of publicity in Sydney, yeah.
Do you ever go to the Club Kakadu in Sydney?
No, actually. Should I?
Yeah.
Yeah? Should I go there and apologise for you as well? I've got a serious...
You don't need to apologise at the Club Kakadu.
I've got a tour to do in Australia, haven't I? The sort of...
We call it the Craig Ferguson Amends Tour. What you do is you go around... List. Just go around and apologise to people.
Craig's apology list.
Yeah. It's lovely to meet you. I'm looking forward to seeing this film.
It's very nice to be on the show. Thank you very
Pearce, everybody. We'll be right back.